fans, welcome to another Grizzlies Spotlight. I'm your host, Brett McMillan, joined this week by starting pitcher Tucker Jensen. And Tucker, thanks so much for spending a little time with us.
No problem at all.
You are a guy that is from Florida, and you played at Embry-Riddle in college with a couple of the Grizzlies, actually. Tell us a little bit about playing in the NAIA, and if you thought it was harder maybe for you to make the jump to pro ball, maybe versus someone who played Division I or even Division II ball.
It's definitely easier to get looked at when you play Division I, but our coaches are pretty good, and they've been in the system, and they played in minors for a long time, and they knew a lot of people, so it was easier to get looked at that way. And the preparation they gave us led me to be able to pitch right away in the minor leagues. But it's just the exposure that's the problem in the NAIA. That's it. I mean, the talent's all there, but it's just you get like 3 to 4 scouts a game, so it's a little bit harder.
This year for you, you've had a very good season here with the Gateway Grizzlies. When we look at your season, though, you really started out strong, and then you've been working on your approach with Phil Warren and Randy Marks the last couple of weeks, and you're back up there now around 500. What specifically with your approach to pitching have you been working on lately?
I had a good streak of pitching, and then I hit that bad 3 games in a row. I just lost. I just got really too comfortable with myself. I got too comfortable pitching in the league, and I just threw a lot of fastballs, and the hitters just crushed me basically. I was giving up 10 hits a game, and then we talked for a while, for a whole game actually, and just wanted to change my approach, go back to hit my spots, change the speeds, throw my changeup and sliders more, and I was able to do that the last game, and I did pretty well.
Something that's a little bit different for you is, I'm guessing this is the first time you've ever played home games on turf, and especially with this kind of mound, is there any truth to that there's a big adjustment, a big curve for you trying to learn how to pitch off this mound out here?
There's not really much of adjustment. It's just, I don't know, I just like to feel dirt a little more. You can sink into it. It's more spongy. Here, you get to worry about sliding, perhaps. Before with the mounds, if they got a little wet, you would slide a little bit. But now, it's just, there's not really much difference. It's just a weird feeling.
Tucker, we've got some guys on this team that played a lot of soccer when they were growing up, some that played some football, some basketball. For you, what were you? Was it a one-sport thing with baseball, or were you playing other sports as well?
I played other sports as well. I played soccer, I played basketball, I played football. I actually played football in high school for a year, and so my mother was worried I'd get hurt, so she made me quit. So I played baseball for the rest of my high school career because I wasn't that big of a guy. I was only like 5'5" and just a little scrawny little kid. If I got hit, I probably would have broken half. So she made me quit and started playing baseball ever since.
You touched a little bit earlier about how your coaches at Embry-Riddle helped you to get into professional baseball. You were an undrafted guy with the Toronto Blue Jays. With the Blue Jay organization, you had some pretty good numbers there before you came to Gateway. How tough was it getting into an MLB organization straight out of the NAIA? What was the biggest thing you had to change between Embry-Riddle and Toronto?
The hitters were definitely better. The hitters were more patient. They weren't going to swing at balls in the dirt or balls out of zone. They were definitely waiting for that one pitch, and you got to learn how to throw more than 2 pitches. If you throw 2 pitches only, they're going to sit on something and they're going to hit you around like they did a little bit my beginning of the rookie year until I learned how to throw a slider and curveball more consistently and just change it up. And definitely walks will kill you in professional baseball. You walk people, they're probably going to score.
A couple nights ago, we had Tim Brown toss a no-no here at GCS Ballpark. Tell me a little bit about what you were doing in that dugout while he was putting together his no-hit performance.
I sat in the same spot. I sat in the Tim Brown steps of wisdom, just to keep it warm for him the next night. And every inning he got the ball, I went back to the same spot just so it wouldn't be messed up. So Tim, if you're watching, you're welcome.
It sounds like a good place to spend some time. His steps over there, the Tim Brown steps of wisdom. Tucker, I know that faith is a big thing for you, and tell me a little bit about how the grind of baseball and your faith relate.
Being a professional baseball player really isn't like the greatest life. It's actually not, it's pretty cool, but it's really hard to be a Christian in professional baseball because there's so much temptation, there's so much on the outside that really does not help. I was able to find a good group of guys with the Blue Jays, and we do like Bible studies and all that stuff. But now it's a little harder because I don't have those guys anymore. But I keep in touch. It's a lot harder to get back into it. Study more and find guys that want to study with you and just be more comfortable.
Tucker, thanks so much for the time, and best of luck the rest of the season.
Thank you.
For Tucker Jensen, I'm Brett McMillan. This has been another Grizzlies Spotlight.